So the Gladiator, changed out the headlights, the fog lights, went with halos on it like I have on the TJ. TJ's got blue halos for the headlights and the fog lights. Gladiator now has red. Wiring, I'm doing something a little different. So with the TJ, I did a switch panel down the side. There was a speaker back here, could never hear it anyways. Took it out. So we have halos, fog light halos, rock lights. There's a little light bar between the hood and the radiator, and then interior. Kind of add that one. Pretty proud of that. The JKU got a lovely switch panel that's pretty much like the one in the TJ, except it is up here on the A-pillar, like that one. A lot of wiring. Oh, so much wiring. Both of them, hours and hours of work to get all the wiring where it needed to go. This one is doing a little different, what I'm going to do with it. And there's several companies that make this, but this uses the factory auxiliary switches. So these go right here in the dash, where there is this little pocket. If you have a Rubicon, you have your locker, your sway bar disconnect, front and rear locker, and something else over here. And then this side, you can get it. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't, depending on what you got. But this is the auxiliary switch that comes right here. And that's what I'm going to use for the lights. Now this was nice because I'm not having to come up with all new wiring and figure out and plan how I'm going to do it, because this one comes with all of that pre-wired with a lovely bracket that will mount the box that side like that, and this bracket will just bolt like right there. So it'll be tucked right here in the side, all that space, easy. Got a little bit ahead of myself today. Apparently I didn't plan on actually doing this, but I just got back from walking the dogs and yeah, decided to get started. First, just not doing the order that it recommends, but I popped off, of course, the start button and all the AC controls, heat controls. And then there's one 7mm screw right here top center. Pulled out that panel. This is all the wiring that goes into it. And now to, where are you? Put in the other two panels. And again, this is the last fit set, and these two there's window switches, power, media ports, and these two are going to go in place. See, I opened the box, I couldn't not go through everything, and yeah. So these are going to go into these factory location right here. Once you're all done, you can take this pad and trim half of it and slide it in so you still have that ridge to hold things in. And it'll go right in there. So I'm going to start pulling all of these out. Those much smaller. What are those? 5.5. And then take this panel off and go ahead and replace it with these. Yay. So on this important note, it says cut off the original anti-skid pad, like I said a bit ago. And you're just going to cut it to fit right in there. These instructions are wrong because that says 11 millimeters. That is way wider than 11 millimeters. By a lot. But the fit of the buttons are fantastic. This is an RJ45 connector, or like a Cat 5 for like CB. So you can do a pass-through for the CB. So you can take your CB set off and just set it off to the side, put it in the glove box whenever you're not using it. So that's really cool. I will use that in the future. The harness, so we'll go put this in. So right here, and this pops out very easy. I've already popped off the majority of it. There we go. So this harness, let's set you to the side, is going to go right in here on the factory connector. Okay, so your factory connector for your power port or your cigarette lighter port is going to plug into here. Okay, and then if you had, like if I had the four-wheel drive switches, they would plug into another portion, which would be right here, and to your band bus, and this would also run to the bus bar, which is in the passenger side. So I'm only going to plug these in. This is going to go back into the power port, and then this one with all these wires is going to plug into the actual switch panel. And then I'm going to run another long section of wire. This one right here is going to go through the back of the dash and up into right behind that bar, that metal bar right there. And that's where I will have it zip tied to the other portion of the harness, which will be coming from under the hood into here. So I will start getting that put in and run that. Don't know how well this is going to be able to be seen, but yeah, we'll go with it. So. Alright, now, because it's getting dark, hopefully this provides enough light, we'll start shoehorning everything in here. So we will start off, let's go ahead and get the window switch plugged back in, locked in, cool. Now here is the side of our harness that plugs into our new switches. Yay. This goes up here for our controls, for heat and AC. Here are our data cables. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna squeeze all this back there. Say this again. So these just go in, plug in, and lock. And there goes all the light that I had. Run that over here with these. And you plug in right there. And last is our new plug going into our power port. All right. So everything's in. finagle it all back into place. That big block is going to be in the way, isn't it? Can't see nothing, but I know it's down there. Alright, got you. Alright. Now we go ahead, put our screw back in here. The only screw that holds this in. Snug. Swing all of our switches back down. Just the one wire to plug back in for all of our controls. Everything feeds back into its hole. And that's it. They look good. They match everything. Man, time to clean this thing. They feel, I don't know if you can hear that. They definitely don't. Not like that. They're kind of rattly, clicky. But we will see how they do after it's all in and wired up. Yeah, they light up. I wonder if they're on with interior. I'll turn my interior lights off. Here we go. Yeah, they're backlit. I mean, they're pretty responsive. Apparently they don't like being clicked a lot. Not bad. Now just to hook the rest of it under the hood, run the wiring, and get some stuff wired to it. Now we will be putting in the harness and everything under the hood. This is a really, really nice setup. It's got the box, the harnesses for it. You've got your ground, which is going to come over here to this ground over here. Your positives, which are going to go over to the battery. So before anything, I'm going to unhook the battery, so that's off. Then we've got this lovely long section here, which is the one that's going to go across the back. I'm going to unhook the reservoir. The harness is going to be tucked up there, zip tied all up there. And then it comes with this lovely rubber grommet. We're going to knock the center out, push it through, and then right in there, it's going to go into the cab, go down to where we ran the other wire, and plug it up, and that's it. Then run all your accessories. What's really cool about this kit is the fact that you have the wires for the outside, for your 4 auxiliaries, but let's say you wanted to run lights inside, the harness that goes on the inside comes with this plug to plug in for the switches, but also runs all the wires on the inside as well. So if you wanted to run lights or anything in there, you've already got the wires in there. Like, everything's already done. So that is really, really nice. All the ones I had to do for the wiring on the other two, I mean, hours upon hours to wire everything up. And this This is nice. So let's get started. I think I grabbed one. That's so nice. I just wire the rest of them up. This is great. Let's see. Let's pull aux 2. So leave aux 1 on those. Obviously, I'm not going to leave it like this. And I have to finish running all my wire and everything. I am just product testing. Actually, right now I'm playing. Alright, that should be number 2. aux 2. Oh, that's right. This one's off because the bracket I got for it was a little wonky. So I had to send them all sorts of videos and everything about it. So it is not quite hooked up. Since I had to unhook everything and show them. And that was, I got those through eBay. Get what you pay for. Oh man. There we go. So the aux buttons work great. So now I'm just gonna clean up my wiring. It's a really good kit. Last fit. Fantastic. The wiring's great. The ease of installation is amazing. Very, very happy with it. How clean everything is. Like I said, I just got to go through, put some stuff up, clean it up, put some zip ties on it, and then I'm ready to actually wire up everything. I love that. That's awesome. Hope this helps anybody that's looking for a nice kit, and if they don't have the auxiliary buttons already, and definitely a good viable option. So, have a good day.